Nigga kill over a bitch, but let a rat keep his wife.
Shit, it's record. Time to go to work. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm just trying to be the eyes you can help. You. Why wouldn't you want to help me?
They was the little boy sitting down peeing outside when we were standing up peeing. So I seen a whole lot of little boys who was mimicking mama. So they sat down and pee until they went to school.
Yeah.
So I had uncles in mimic, right? So Confucius said, he who controls images controls minds. My little mind was being controlled based on me being young with a young, impressionable mind. So it's not that I went against my mother. I have a culture. You got NWA, fuck the police. So all of this is being pushed upon us as children culturally.
Yeah.
Boys in the hood, menace to society. They take away the Cosby Show. They take away a different world. So culturally, man, all the negative images is being propagated to me. So I literally grew up believing that men, for one, don't work, because I never seen a man get up and go to work. I grew up believing that men went to prison and went to jail. So how do you become a man? Amazing. You gotta go to jail, nigga. So I want to be a man. I heard you saying, mama, you're a woman, but I want to be a man.
Yeah.
So, I set out to be a man.
I wanted to ask, so is it true that at age 14 you killed someone?
I ain't killed nobody, but yeah, we killed somebody. In the state of Texas, if one person pulled the trigger, all four of y'all did it.
Yeah.
Morally and ethically, if you participate in something and it's wrong, you done wrong.
So what was it like at the time knowing that all four of you, whomever, had shot and killed someone? What was that when you, at the time when you thought about it after it was done? What was it like for you to reflect on that as a 14-year-old?
It was funny.
It was funny?
It was funny. If I got a toothache, and I got a real bad toothache, I don't care about your headache. So I'm in pain as a kid. I can't tell you why I'm in pain, but man, I'm in pain. And so my pain have evolved into anger. So I got displaced anger. We didn't have no remorse for what we did when we done it. We don't understand what we did.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old don't understand. They know they done something wrong. They know they killed somebody, but to understand the ramifications and the reasoning, there's no way a kid can do that.
So when you were hurt someone, did it ease your pain?
No. Hurt people, but hurting people don't take away your hurt. You just hurt other people. No, it don't. You're as a kid, you can't process this. You're trying to ask logical questions for a kid to give answers to an adult, when the brain process, all the medical, all the data, all the science and research that we have in this country says the human brain does not develop to at or around age 25. That's why the insurance rates don't go down till after 25. So they got this information. So when you got a kid that then grew up in a single parent home, just take me for instance. I've never been abused, hadn't been molested, never seen my mama get beat up, didn't grow up in a violent neighborhood. My mother wasn't on drugs. So I just grew up without a father.
Yeah.
Right? But I had a loving mother who instilled right and wrong, morals and values, but she had to go to work. And she provided a great home life for us, right? But she had to go to work. So when I was getting out of school, my mother was going to work. What does that leave me? No parental supervision. We got all the food in the house. So my mother's saying, leave your homework out. When I come home, I'm checking your homework. I'm calling at such and such time. So we knew what time my mother breaks were. I got an older brother who a couple years older than me. They're gonna get in trouble. Boys are gonna be boys. Kids are gonna be kids. Teenagers are gonna be teenagers. The element of all of this is not the single mother. It's the village. It don't take a mother and a father to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child.
So when
We keep
you,
saying, what about the mother and the father? What about the village?
how long were you in Juvenile?
I spent right at 7 years from the age 14 to 21. Best time of my life.
And when you were there, how long were you supposed, the sentence was for how long?
I got 12 years.
Oh, okay.
I received a 12-year sentence. I was facing 40 years.
And
under
when you say it
Texas
was the
juvenile
best time of your life, what do you mean by that?
Best time of my life. It was like growing up inside of a perfect two-parent home. During the time of my incarceration, I became one of the first children in Tarrant County in Fort Worth, Texas, to be tried and adjudicated for the crime of murder. Most people don't know that when a child get in.
C-Dub be right on point. From that whole little segment I just played, y'all, listen. It pretty much, it started at home. Picture your mama always working. All the time. My mama used to always be at work. You know, I got homegirls, they good mamas. They always at work, which leave the kids at the crib by themselves. So who raising these kids? They old enough to be at the crib by themselves, but they old enough to get into things. You get what I'm saying? Go outside. Your mama call at a certain time, okay? You in the house at that time. When you not on the phone, back outside. He said take a village. You got neighbors. If your neighbors don't care what's going on and ain't gonna call you and let you know, that's your village. Your neighbors. So if your neighbors not looking out for your kids outside doing we don't know what, maybe robbing, stealing, smoking, doing everything they ain't supposed to do. They know you get off at 10 o'clock at night. By that time, they be in the bed sleep and took their shower, everything. But before you get home, they was thugging. No daddy, no father. And I always tell y'all, what father's for? Guidance, structure. Guidance. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. That's where that male come in. You don't got one of those. You just got the mama. Of course, she's going to always be at work. She got to pay these bills. But on the flip side, y'all, unpopular opinion, especially for the females, you knew the niggas that you was going to lay down with. Y'all thought you probably was going to change the nigga. You didn't. You had a kid. That nigga ain't there. Either in jail, dead, or you knew he just wanted to wreck your fender real quick and you thought you was going to change him. And now you got a kid. You got the vet more better. You know what I'm saying? You got to take your time. Stop opening your legs to everybody. So when your kid end up without a father, imagine the steps that the mother got to take. Like leaving the kids at home by themselves. Who raising the kids? The community. And if your community is in the hood around niggas like me, maybe niggas like you, what you think? How you think your kid gonna turn out? Well, a nigga like I used to be. I never really been so bad. So I'm just saying this because I never really been that bad. But niggas like me, I have done wrong and I've done a lot of right. Just like some of y'all. But the community will raise your kids. Find time for your kids. Get them in some type of sports. Keep them busy. Monitor who they around. People don't do that no more. And what I mean by monitor who they around, really, y'all start knowing y'all kids, man. A lot of people have kids and don't even know your kid. Know your kid. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'll be back with another one.